Well, let's take a look at what I found as far as good deals this Memorial weekend. And I want to let you know I didn't see any really great deals that I wanted to talk about over the Memorial weekend. However, I see a lot of great bundles. Now's a good time to save some money with these bundles. For about $15, you can probably get games packs that will last just several months. Let's get into it. First, on Fanatical, we have bundles called the Prestige. Now, with Fanatical bundles, these are create your own. You'll have a list of games, and you can pick two for $14.99, and afterwards the price does go up, but the more you buy, the more you save type of deal going on. But I only have two things that I want to pick from, at least for right now, that I can recommend. And the first one is the Star Wars collection. Basically, this one is normally $100, and you'll get it with another extra game for $14.99. But it has games like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 or 2, both versions of Force Unleashed, Star Wars Battleground. Hell yeah, this is a good deal and worth picking up. And then if you have to get the second one, the one I would recommend is the Devil May Cry collection. Again, really great action games. Devil May Cry 1 and 3 are really fun, over-the-top action games, well worth getting. And there's a few other games that are in there that might be worth getting if you haven't, which is Fallout 4 and Devil May Cry 5, but I haven't played those, so I can't recommend them. Moving on to another Fanatical bundle, we have the Build Your Own Bento, which I would recommend 3 games at least in this one. The first one is Rivercitygirls 2, which you might want to hold off until you hear my final bundle, because it's included there too. If you're only after Rivercitygirls 2, this is the place to pick it up, but if you're after the entire series, there's a better deal coming up. But basically, Rivercitygirls 2 is a follow-up to the Rivercitygirls series. Basically, you follow these two girls, Motoko and Kyoko, as they try to get revenge on the Yakuza, who are out to get them due to their dealings with the original Rivercitygirls. It's a pretty fun story. I love the fact that they even mention the original River City Ransom developer, Technos, in this kind of this Apple environment. Instead, it's Technos, and if you actually know the real history of Technos, it's a big laugh, and there's some pretty good social commentary in there too. Definitely recommend it. The next one on my list is the Mega Man ZX collection. I usually recommend this one right next to the Mega Man X collection, but basically I do love the Mega Man Zero series. It was a great Game Boy Advance games, and it made the series a lot darker. Basically, 100 years have passed after Mega Man X's conclusion. A young woman named Seal wakes up an amnesiac Reploid she assumes to be the legendary Zero to fight Neo Arcadia, the only habitable city for humans since the Maverick Wars ended. Its leader has built a utopia, however something happened to change him, and now he views all Reploids as threats and wants them destroyed. And it's going to be up to Zero to protect what's left of the Reploid race. But that won't be easy, as Neo Arcadia's leader happens to be none other than Mega Man X. Again, really fun game. It's challenging too, but with this new collection, Capcom added a few new features to take off the edge of the challenge without ruining the game, like adding in quick save features. So I do recommend picking this one up as part of this bundle. And then the next one that I kind of halfway recommend, I've only played one game in the pack, but since you're going to be putting the pack in the bundle, Future Tommy here, I realized that I did not give the name of that collection. It's called the Yang Yang Collection. I will tell you about the game in it that I do recommend playing, and that's called Love Esquire. Basically, this one is sort of a visual novel dating sim. It's aimed more towards the guy, and it is a bit perverted, but basically in this kind of humorous rated R sex comedy, you play as this guy who's a squire to the biggest knucklehead knight in the land, and you find out that your country's going to be going to war soon, and your chance of dying is more than 90%. So in the next couple of months, you're training to see if you can survive, as well as wanting to land a woman, so you can at least get a little action before you're sent off to war to die. The story's pretty humorous. It pokes fun of a lot of video games and video game tropes. You'll see a lot of reference. The battle system that you do, because there are kind of RPG-esques, are more puzzle-based, though. But I did have a lot of fun with this. It's humorous. It's raunchy. I definitely do recommend picking this one up. Anyways, let's talk about that Humble bundle that I want to recommend too. So over on Humble, for $20, you can get Rivercitygirls 1. You get the original Rivercitygirls, which is a blast to play. You get Rivercitygirls 2, which I already mentioned. You get River City Zero, which was the original Super Famicom that WayForward used to create the Rivercitygirls franchise. You'll get Double Dragon Gaiden, which is not as fun from what I played as Double Dragon Neon, but it's still a pretty confident beater and worth picking up. I haven't played any of the Slap and Bean series, so I don't know if I recommend those, but the $20 for the Rivercitygirls is definitely worth picking up. That said, leave that Battletoads Steam key in your Humble account and don't redeem it. This game is awful. It really is. The gameplay is barely generic. It's not very funny. It tries to be, but it's not very funny. It's got that art style that just doesn't mesh with the Battletoads. And as much as people kind of comment how much different the Dark Queen is when it comes to her look, regrettably, she's the only character that I kind of liked, or at least hated. And it's just that overall design change. It should show you just how bad the rest of this game is. Do not get Battletoads. The rest of the Humble Bundle is well worth $20 in my opinion. Battletoads is worth skipping. That's the only thing I can say. I kind of wish they included Double Dragon Neon. I know that's an older game, and this bundle wanted to focus on somewhat newer games, but Double Dragon Neon is still worth playing. I will never probably pick up and play that Battletoads remake again. Anyways, this is Tommy, the Game Master, signing out. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. If you want to, please give me any recommendations on sales that you found this week. I'll see you guys later. Bye.